That was probably the shortest rebel fight ever. Political crisis. Political crises may occur from time to time. They often involve conflicts between the ruler and parliament, unrest amongst the nobility, or conflicts of interest between the nobility and the merchants or religious leaders. So we can lose some republican tradition, or more of everything. So I'll take the little hit, thanks. Oirats, now arrival. Okay, build me a fort worthy of Mordor. A lot of devs said they would rather see people straight up pirate games than buy from G2A. I mean, I will never endorse people pirating games, but please just don't buy from G2A. There are many other places you can buy games from. Just don't get them from there. Okay, we are going to send this army down back to Korea, and then I think we're going to prepare a war against Ayutthaya. It is time. Enlisting the aid of privateers to wreck the trade efforts of our adversaries has proven beneficial to us, but also tends to attract the unreliable and devious business partners. I would definitely like to have even more privateer efficiency. So what is my privateering efficiency at these days? %93.7%. Nice. And we also gain a 42% bonus because of large trade powers in Malacca. The more that one nation has a monopoly over a trade zone, the more potent your own privateering becomes. Wars between colonial powers are bloody affairs that leave a legacy of devastation and villainy in their wake. Piracy has become rampant in the Caribbean. Former privateers have raised the black flag as they discover peacetime is bad for profits, while naval captains disenfranchised by the outcome of the wars disavow their former sovereigns. The conflicts between great powers has thus inadvertently ushered in a golden age of piracy. Alright, let's start seeing Port Royal, Tortuga, and New Providence. And Libertalia, and Sale, and Palembang, although they would have already have spawned. And then of course So. So is one of the two pirate republics you can be at the beginning. Ah yeah, the new army, which also needs to be named. This is going to be Neoloki. Oh, one of the things, I feel kind of bad about this, but I really cornered Groogy when I was at PDXCon and just begged him to add the ability to rename generals and admirals. Because I really want to be able to do that. It's so frustrating that you can't. Actually, let's make sure you get your organization back again, then we'll pick you up and we'll send you down to Ayutthaya. So I blockaded him. Oh, Brunei actually took Taiwan. Interesting. I am more than okay with this, because this gives me access to... Actually, I already had access to the Philippines, and therefore the rest of Brunei. Huh. In that case, I don't need to go after Ayutthaya at all. Does Ayutthaya own that island over here? No, that's Portugal. Ayutthaya is currently at war with Malacca. Interesting. Because I don't really care about Siam at all. Brunei and Malacca would be far juicier targets for me. And if I took this from Brunei, that would allow me to get at Malacca. Yeah, I'm going to stop fabricating against them. I'm also going to... But no, we'll keep Ming for now. And I'm going to start fabricating against Brunei. Especially if I can catch their army while they're here. G2A is genuinely worse than EA for the gaming industry. I would agree with that. G2A doesn't put money back into the games industry, whereas EA does. It's a publisher. They fund the making of new games. G2A doesn't. The meeting with the West has... Oh, and also the fact that G2A just costs devs money rather than making them money. The meeting with the West has been quite a tumultuous encounter, and especially so for the Japanese. Our efforts to welcome the Western traders have brought us an unparalleled insight into European culture and good access to their goods. Enterprising Kokujin and other influentials have begun sending their sons to Europe to study the Westerners firsthand, trying to uncover as much as possible that we could make use of at home. So for 30 years we get idea cost and institution spread. Not too shabby. And I think we've been open doors from the very start, which is even further. Oh, that's institution embracement cost, which is pretty nice. Now we just need the proliferation of our firearms and urbanization. Shogun authority can't happen. So how's the spread of stuff happening? It's happening. Okay, both of you are now at full strength, so let's move you back to Seshu. Have you jump in the ships when we are ready to sail. It is going to take us a little while, unfortunately their army just left, bugger, to get the spy network ready. Talking of Steam, the store is down right now. Really? So many rebels, Ming. So many rebels. Does Ming even have an army? Nope. Still not. Brunei has rivaled me. Yu has just pieced out, so Yu is now back in town. And I kind of would like to change my rival to be Brunei. Can I have a fourth rival, please? It's not very often I get to say that. Sartosa could be leveled up. Please do. Journey of Captain Morohito Kono. Captain's word is law. You might say it's of great Ming interest to us. Ming are claiming my territory. That's a mistake. Let me just see if I already have a CB against you. Oh, I do! I could have just straight up declared war. Malika's busy with Ayutthaya, so they're not likely to do very much. Although they would actually join the fight. Sulu and Malwa. Sulu is down here. So I think I'm probably going to co-belligerize Sulu. I'm definitely co-belligerizing Sulu. And Malika is allied to the Ottomans. Okay. So, Sulu and Brunei. Malika will just need to peace out as quickly as we can. Say Midak, co-belligerizing you, confirm. Yamato, the jewel of the Japanese fleet, was tragically lost at sea today as it battled the Bruneian menace. Despite the valiant last stand, her flagship is now at the bottom of the ocean. Damn it! That thing was expensive! Our galleys are getting absolutely demolished by Brunei. Crikey. However, they did not stop me from landing my army, which was definitely a mistake. Alright, so we need to unmothball you guys, and frankly we need to upgrade you as well so we can have you as galleons. And this should be a stack wipe of Brunei's armies. I'm surprised we lost that naval battle. Oh, I know why. It's because this is all open sea and we're still using galleys. Duh. Stack wipe. Yeah, so we really needed to have the heavies. So once these guys are upgraded, we will add them to the main fleet. And we will send them in. I can confirm an Indonesia galley is not very good. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm too used to fighting against Ming because all of this is inland sea. Keep the same guy. He's now a 666. 72-year-old. Considering he was elected when he was 60, he's been in power for 12 years already. Where was the Yamato sunk? It was sunk down here. "72 years old and still directing raids all across the coast of Asia. Us descendants have a name for people like that. A legend!" Yeah, this is someone who was just like a completely throwaway Grand Admiral, except for the fact that he's righteous, and he gets that yearly Republican tradition, which basically just means he pays for himself. Although, oh no, we just re-elected him. So it's very, very slowly going down, but totally worth it. Anyway, we are now in control of the war goal, with the exception of Sulu. There's their main fleet, carrying a couple of troops. I'm going to spend the money and get everything upgraded. And we do need to spend a little bit more admin. And also some military. They're actually going for Sartosa. Interesting. And there's not much I can do about it. They've gone straight for the juggler right there. 44 ships? They are just bringing in more and more ships into this. Alright, here you go. Are we? Oh, damn it. We need to be... I mean, he's in... Because it has a shipyard and can actually repair faster. And we should repair very, very quickly, seeing as we are maritime. Damn it! He died. Right. Well, we have now actually finished all of our ideas. When's the next idea group available? 18. Not for a while. So it doesn't matter hugely which one we go for. So I'm going to say well-connected smuggler, because we've been investing in points for everything except for production, which arguably is actually the most valuable. Goods produced modifier, nice. Noble hubris. Our seamanship is so superior that, to be honest, complacency is setting in. People are content to rest on their laurels, and I'm not sure this is what we need right now. That sucks. Come on. You need to jump on that ship and take Sartosa back before it falls. Otherwise I will be very annoyed. Good. Air! Internal conflicts. Jugular, not juggler. Am I losing a war? No. They just did something very, 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 very brave and went straight for my capital, ignoring everything else. They're going down there in the south. Now it's time to awaken the main fleet, which have been properly upgraded. Time to go on the offensive. When do you jump off? 3rd of August. When do you lot arrive? Before then, I hope. Eagle Slayer died! Can everyone please stop dying? So this is going to be Jackson. Well, we've got Stonewall Jackson on our side now. We can't possibly lose. Ouch. Except you're freaking terrible. Let's try that again, Jackson. Better. Wow, that was terrible. Oof. And also, I should also have you in command. Dark Apostle Rolo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Battle is joined. This time I'm actually ready for it. They do... No, I have more morale. Both... I have an admiral, they don't. This is just against transports. And now I'm using my heavies, which have been sitting in reserve for like the entire game, because I've just not needed them. And we defeated them. Get away from my island. Let the invasion of the Philippines begin. Quartermaster died. That's unfortunate. He was one of the cheap guys. What do we want instead? Morale of armies or discipline? I think I'm going to go for the discipline. Oh, he's a different culture. Never mind. I can't recruit anyone until the 4th of October. We'll come back for that. I thought you said Stonewall Jackson, not George Pickett. Yeah, Ming is definitely in full Ming explosion. Shu is now... oh no, Shu had already spawned. You took a bunch of territory. Jianshu is at war with them. Shun is at war with them. It's not looking good for Ming. How big are Malwa? Okay, Malwa are huge. So I need to steer clear from any continental combat. I think I can arrange that. Is there no port on this side? Oh, that's annoying. Stay there then. "17 ships in port, which we can go and force out momentarily. That's just the rest of their transports. Where on earth is Brunei's combat fleet? They're actually competent. There. Ah yes, we must orchestrate the invasion of Sulu at some point too. It's been a long time since we last visited the principal shrines in one of our provinces. The shrine is located off the beaten track and on top of a mountain said to be the abode of a very powerful kami. Normally, we'd have gone there at least once every year, but it's been a while now, and the attendants are expecting us. Shall we go? That's really expensive, so I'm going to say no. I'm good. I'll get my prestige through fighting wars. Spain is in for a surprise when they come to colonize the Philippines in this alternate world. Just a line of musket-armed samurai pirates waiting for them. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I was a little bit concerned about that fight, but looks like we're okay. Yeah, easy. Oh, hello, Malwa. So what's your fightiness? 18. And just how fighty are you? Quantity, infantry cost, infantry ability, fort defense. Not very, in other words. So if I drop 50,000 men on your head, we'll be okay. So I think I'm going to go and prepare a package of 50,000 men to drop on your head. Hope you don't mind. Right, we'll let you bleed on our attrition for a bit. Seems like a reasonable thing. Siege specialist. Nice. Finally defeated their entire transport fleet. It's gone. I'm actually taking maximum attrition here. Let's move you to my home base and leave you here. Oh, hello. Thankfully I've got my maneuver captain in charge, so they're not escaping. This is another transport fleet. Where are their war fleets? Because their war fleets humiliated my fleet already. But they don't seem to want to come out and play anymore. They must have realised that I finally got my act together. Japanese care packet. About 50,000 of our aforementioned musket-armed samurai pirates. How fast is this actually spreading now? 0.45. And actually, printing press should be spreading in Sartosa as well. It is. The whole of Japan at this point should be advancement effort. We have a lot of advancements to make. Once it goes down to 0, we'll go and intercept them. There's a fighting fleet. Oh, they're going back up to Sartosa, aren't they? Cheeky. Oh, you can cross across there. Interesting. Well, let's go and say hello. Be rude not to. I love how they've only got 3 transports left now. When the crown could not or would not pay cash to the nobles, they would instead grant them privileges to collect special revenues from which they would make healthy profits. I'm gonna take the Republican tradition. I don't care if Janzu likes us or not. Looks like the Japanese Admiralty finally remembered there was a war on. Yeah, pretty much. Do I have land just below Ming? Yeah. I have a province here, I have a province here. And we're now fighting for provinces in the Philippines too. Because again, we're playing as pirates. I definitely could be doing like a territorial conquest with Japan as it is right now. But I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm just building all these like pirate enclaves all over the place. From which I can just base my navies. Oh, he's leaving again. Brunei is noping out of that one. Where'd they go? There you are. Hello, Poppet.